Hello fellow gamers, welcome to Azreality Gaming. My name is Dustin, and today we're doing another pickup, game hunting kind of video. It's been a couple months since I last did one of these. I apologize, I've been starting a new job, so keep me pretty busy like that. But anyways, let's jump into the finds. Here we go. A lot of really cool games in the store. Tales of Berseria, some good RPGs here. It looks like a lot of PS4 in this store, which is great. I always come here to try to find some good RPGs. Some all weird oddball ones. There's Spider-Man, that's a good one. Final Fantasies and Tales of Arise. I found this one, which is kind of interesting. I've never seen it before. Mary Skelter Finale. Really weird game. Thinking about grabbing it. We'll see. What else we got? We got W2. I've got another one here, the Neptuna VR version. Interesting. What else we got down? I got the Saga games down there. Castlevania. A lot of limited run games down below. I wanted to pick this one up, and I'm going to. It's one of my favorite animes. Hopefully the game will be good. We'll wait and see, but no promises. Bunch of Switch games. Oh yeah. Trying to find some good stuff for my Switch these days. Let's see if I can find something that stands out. Rune Factory, been meaning to grab one of those and give that a try. Tales of Vesperia, I think it is. That's not too bad, $30. And moving on around, Romancing Saga, I kind of grab that one sometime too. Zeldas and Pokemon, you know, the usual Switch stuff wherever you go. And check out the glass case. A lot of these games in here are sealed, which is really awesome. The Dragon Quest V for the DS, Final Fantasy Tactics A2, really neat stuff in here. Bunch of Wii's, neat consoles, and some more Dreamcast stuff. There's a cool Saturn one down here. Yes sir, yes sir. Let's take a look. Yep, price is a little high. That's okay. All those Saturn RPGs are really high. Genesis, Sega CDs, Michael Jackson. Ooh, man, that's a good one. Moonwalker. And some more PS1 games. Some good stuff in here. Very playable stuff. Grandia. Parasite Eve. Some 64. Looking at some PS3. Some good RPGs in the stack as well. Some staples. Some Tales games here. Tales of Azreality 2. And of course my favorite spot, the NES stuff. Chubby Cherubs and Dragon Warriors and sealed boxes. Oh man, it's good shit here. Take a look here. We've got Evil Dead Generation. What an awesome game this is. Now what else we got? Legos Jaws. That's an interesting one. Jade Empire. Yeah, Hitman's. Scarface. That's another really expensive one. Going up in price. Take a look over here at the 360s. Left 4 Dead's. And the usual stuff. There's Agorist of War. It's a good one. Good price on that one. Phantasy Star. And see what the heck. Matrix Path of Neo. $54. What the hell? That does not make any sense. Alright. Well, maybe the movie's priced it. Grandia. Hack. Okay. At Pink Gorillas. Looking at some reasonably priced NES games. They always have good prices on some of the commons here, so I should fill out my collection this way. Nothing jumping out though. A couple here and there. Top Gun, ooh, yeah. See here, looking some OG Xbox. Looks like we've got a Star Wars Knights of the Republic. That's pretty good. Okay, keep on cruising. Keep on cruising. Call of Duties, Fast and Furious. I ain't got time to look through all this stuff individually, but still nonetheless. Neat consoles down here, looks like. Red one. I've never seen a red PS3 before. That's interesting. God of War, I think it is. And oh man, look at this. Do you see this? Bam. Fairly good collection of NES games, some Sega, Genesis, Fairy Tail, some box NES stuff. Nothing super expensive, but still some neat stuff in there. Kind of a rare case here. It looks like Disgaeas and RPGs and PS3s and some sealed stuff in this case. Pretty nice. A lot of great NES in that stack. More sealed games, box games. PS1 goodness in here, Lunar's. And finally, the awesome Super Uber case with all the cool RPGs, sealed stuff, limited run, Wild Arms 5, that's a good one. Awesome stuff in this case. This is a pretty primo case. Okay, first up, garage sale that I went to had a bunch of different things, kind of on the later part of the day, so all the good stuff was picked out. But still, when they had things for like $1, $2 a pop, I jumped on a lot of them. So I managed to pick up Mayhem for the Nintendo 64. I love myself some old Goldberg wrestling, and this is one that I remember playing back in the day, and will enjoy playing again. So I think I paid $1 or $2 for that one. Next up we have, this one was kind of like a last minute purchase. It is an Atari 5200 Star Trek game. I'd never seen this before, never heard of it. It's just the strategic one. I think I remember seeing it back in the day, but it's been so long. It's not in the very best condition, but for $3, it's an old Sega game. Heck yeah, I'll add it to the collection. I thought it was pretty cool. Just for looks at least, you know. I have no way to play it, but that's alright. Nintendo games. Managed to pick up a couple. RBI Baseball for Tengen. Didn't have this version. A couple bucks for that one. The Rolling Thunder. This one is definitely a little dirty. It needs to be cleaned up a little bit here, but that's okay. Adding that to the collection as well. And then a few others from a local Renton game store. Picked up Ghostbusters 2. Terrible game, by the way. Don't play it. It sucks. Dr. Chaos. Again, we're kind of moving forward on the D's. So, good old Dr. Chaos. And Twin Eagle. Some sort of helicopter game. Never heard of it. So, we'll pop it in and give it a try. Make sure it works. Alright, and from there, we've got a bunch of other disc games now at this point. Some Xbox, OG Xbox ones. A game called Azure. It looked kind of fantasy-ish, so I picked it up. I think it was $1. I don't know if it's any good or not. It's not really a role-playing game, but kind of fits that fantasy genre that I like to collect, so snagged that one. Nightcaster. There's Nightcaster. Again, kind of a casting spell, you know, casting spells in fantasy. I have no idea, so if you know anything about that one, let me know in the comments below. Alright, from there, I've got Knights of the Old Republic. I picked up a bunch of these in a bundle deal, actually, and I'll post some pictures here from OfferUp. Really good prices. They wanted like $40 for this lot, $30 for that lot, and I just bundled them all together for $90 in total. It's about 40 games in total. 2 or 3 of them add up to the $90 right there. So super excited to have all of those. I've got this one, so I'll add it to my resale list and try to flip a profit on that one. I don't have this one though. This is Morrowind for the Xbox. Looks like a complete collection. It's got Morrowind, Tribunal, and Blood Moon, so it's kind of got the Game of the Year edition. I've never played Morrowind. I've played Oblivion and all the other ones, but not this one, so that'll be interesting to give that one a try since it has everything in it. Alright, next up, I've never heard of this game, Taofang. It's a Microsoft Store employee one. Taofang, Fist of the Lotus. It's a fighting game. But it looks interesting, and I've never seen it. It's got to be uncommon. Some of the co-creators of Mortal Kombat, so it could be good. Seems fairly uncommon. So, anyways, we'll check that one out. Moving on to some PS2 games, sticking to that fantasy theme. Prism. Again, I've never heard of this. I think I paid $1 for it at that garage sale. It's got a Prism comic inside from the DC universe. It's got a wizard on a unicorn. What more could you want? Fantasy tropes all the way. Next up, Dark Cloud. I, for some reason, didn't have this one. This is, one of those ones. The Dark Cloud 1 and 2 are like you have to have them. They're part of the fantasy RPG collection list. So never played it. I know. I'm sorry, but we'll get to it. Next up, Draken. This is Drakon, the Ancient Gates. Not the really expensive Drakon one. I guess this is the Draken 1 and 2 or something like that. This is the cheaper version. But still, it's got a dragon flying around, attacking people with swords. Fantasy. Yay. Rune, the Viking Lord. Again, kind of fantasy-ish like. Looks like a bunch of wandering around fighting with your big axe and shield. Never seen it before. It's got to be uncommon. So, snag that one. Legion, the Legend of Excalibur. Ooh, Excalibur. Again, this collection I bought off OfferUp had just a bunch of fantasy-type RPG games. So this one looks kind of RPG-ish, maybe more action RPG. So we'll see. Never seen that one before either, so kind of uncommon. Sticking with PlayStation 2, Warhammer 40k. Is it 40k? Yeah, 40k Fire Warrior. Not a big Warhammer 40k person, but it's uncommon, and again, it was part of that collection, so it'll stay in the collection. RPG Maker number 3. They make so many of these. I've never played one of these before. If you have any experience with making RPGs and RPG Makers, let me know what your experience is. Is it good? Are they bad? Are they like, yeah, you just kind of cut and paste? I have no idea. Is the effort to put into making an RPG and then play through it worth the effort? Alright, Gauntlet Dark Legacy. Classic for the PS2. I played the crap out of this one with some friends back in the day, and then the other one that came out. I don't think I know if we played it on the PS2 or not. I think we might have played on one of the other systems, maybe GameCube. But I love this game. There's so many hours spent in this game. It's a lot of fun. And for some reason I sold it. Didn't have it in the collection. So nice to add it back. From there, we've got some bigger games, more or less. Kind of Champions of North. I've got one of these again, so it's no big deal. Add this to the resale list. Sticking to the theme of EverQuest games, then we've got Champions of... Champions Return to Arms, which is the kind of the part 2 to EverQuest, the Champions of North. This one's more expensive. I picked up one of these in Vegas last year, again, so it's an extra one, so will be used to sell and recoup some of the costs. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. Got this one. Again, it'll just go into the collection to be able to sell. And then the Xbox version, OG, of the Dark Alliance 2. Which is great because I've got this for PS2, but I didn't have for the Xbox. So I'm going to go out and collect for all the systems for some stupid reason. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a video on that in the future. Why would anybody want to collect for multiple systems for the same game? Just play on the favorite system, right? Anyways. From there, let's jump into Xbox 3. Let's jump into Xbox 360. At this garage sale, they had a bunch of games, like I said, that were just $1 each. So I went through looking for GameStop trade-in deals, right? Well, can I find something for a couple bucks and get $5 or $6 in trade-in? Well, GameStop always does kind of trade in, Grand Theft Autos. So I picked up a couple of those for $1.50 each. Fight Night Champion. I think this was like $8 or $9 on this one, but when they opened it up, the disc on it was evidently not in good enough condition or something, so they rejected it, unfortunately. Skate 3. Again, closer to $10 I think on this one. For trade-in, at least at GameStop. Again, they didn't take this one for some reason. It had some scratches on it. I don't know. Batman, Dark Asylum. Dark Asylum? Yeah. It's got Arkham Asylum, Arkham City. It's a dual pack, so it's got both of them together. I've not played these games. I bought a couple different ones to give them a try. I've heard they're great. More action-y, kind of like Assassin's Creed style kind of a game. So I like those, so we'll get into that. Alright, some other uncommon game. I've never heard of this one. Clive Barker's Jericho. Again, it was part of this OfferUp collection. It looks like it might be horror, post-apocalyptic. I'm wondering if it's, I haven't even looked the price up. This could be like a $50 game for all I know, so we'll find out. And of course, another copy of Lost Odyssey. Actually, I like this one more. This one actually has the proper case for it. I have another version that didn't have all that in it. So, and it's also got the controller as well. Or sorry, not controller. It's also got the manual as well, which is nice. I'm going to be playing this soon. I've been watching a couple streamers play this. This is probably one of the better, if not considered the best, Xbox 360 RPG. I would say, the best Xbox 360 RPG that is only on Xbox 360, so unique to the 360 system. Of course, there's a lot of cross-platform ones that might be better, but purely for 360, check this one out if you haven't. Okay, continuing on. A couple PS3 games. Picked up Diablo 3. I've got, I think, the other one, the Reapers one. Again, collecting across multiple systems. I've got it for the 360. I'm a Diablo fan, so there, I've got it out of the way then. This one I picked up from Stupid Geeks, which is up in Everett, north of Everett area, Lake Stevens, Seattle area. Ragnarok Odyssey. I saw this one at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo a few months ago. They wanted way more than that for an open copy. This one's actually sealed still, so I was kind of excited to have that. I've never seen this game before. It's action RPG style. It's got some co-op to it. It looks really good. The graphics are really interesting, kind of like style that I like. So I'm kind of excited to play that, but I don't want to open it, so I'll have to probably buy another copy just so I can be able to play, or find one online somewhere. Alright, from there, I've been speculating on a few games, and so went out of my way to find Knights of Azure for the PS4. I've been going through the PS4 collection trying to get some of these RPGs before they go up in price, which they have been, by the way. So this one, 5 months ago or so, Christmas time, retail, 50, 40 bucks, something like that, and sealed. Now you can't find them sealed for less than $100. So, yeah, Knights of Azure. It's very JRPG tropish, very fan servicey, you know, that kind of thing. This one I heard is not as good as Part 2, but so you got to have the collection. So I picked up Knights of Azure Part 2. This one is still sealed. I managed to find this one on Amazon for a reasonable price. So, you know, that's there. These are also on PlayStation online store. So if you have that, the Play It Now version or whatever it is, you can play them and download them there for free. Not for free if you pay for the service. So I won't need to open these, which is great. So I'll keep them sealed. But again, these things are going up in price really fast. So keep that in mind. Next up, Blue Reflection, the Second Light. This is not the Blue Reflection, the first one. The Blue Reflection, the first one, is extremely expensive. It's $200 for a PS4 JRPG. And this one is very JRPG, very Japanese style, I would say. There's a specific style to it. And again, I'm just trying to collect some of these so I get them out of the way. I'll have to get that more expensive one eventually, but not right now. We'll wait on that one. From there, we've got Divinity Original Sin. This is the enhanced version, which is actually harder to find than the extended version or whatever it is, the definitive. There's the definitive and the enhanced. This one has like a bunch of other features to it, I guess. So I've been trying to find this one. I'll pick up the definitive one later. It's usually cheaper. But really looking forward to giving this one a try. I've played it on the computer, but I want to play co-op with some people. So I'm going to see if I can get some friends to play with me. Sticking on to the PlayStation 4 JRPGs, Atelier, and this is Lydia and Sueli, I think it's pronounced. These are also going up in price, any of these PS4 ones. Don't even get me started with, like, Luluia or something like that. Atelier Luluia is a $160 a game for some stupid reason on the PS4. Switch, it's retail, so if you want to play it on that one. Atelier Sophie, the first version, not the Part 2, is also going up. So the series is starting to get some attention to them, and people are going through and starting to buy them all up. So if you want to get those, get them now before they go up in price. From there, we've got some PS1 games. Again, in this lot from OfferUp, they had these 3 games for $10, which again was a great deal. Final Fantasy Tactics. This is not the greatest hits. I didn't have the original Black Label, so it's nice to add this one to the collection. A little bit of damage on the case and kind of worn down a little bit, but that's not too bad. The disc itself is clean. Final Fantasy VII, greatest hits. Again, I've got the non-greatest hits version, so now I've got the greatest hits. This was kind of like a perfect combination for myself there. And then Final Fantasy VIII, which I've got this one. But again, when you're paying $3 for one of these are great games. I'll hold on to them, it's fine. Or I'll put them and resell them or something like that. And then the last big one for PlayStation is Wild Arms 2. This is from Stupid Geeks as well. Little, about $5 than the current starting price, but that's okay. I like supporting some local game stores to get started. So, nice to add this one to the collection as well. Checking out some of those RPGs from the list. Next up, some equipment. Picked up an Xbox 360 controller attachment. So you put this at the bottom and you've got your little type pad there. I've never used one of these before, but I heard for some of the RPG games it's nice to have it. So, and I've never had one. And for $1, what the heck, I'll take it. Staying on the hardware side, I end up picking up a lot of Wii's, like at garage sales or thrift stores that don't have the controllers, or sorry, don't have the attachments or the cables or anything like that. So this garage sale had these packages of the power and the AV adapters for a couple bucks each, for total, so $1 each. So I've got a couple Wii's that didn't have these, so I picked them up. I could bundle them up together that way and then put them back up and sell them that way. The offer up deal, again, also had a bunch of other games that just, I'm not going to go through one by one, so I'm just going to kind of pull them out here in stacks. Kind of show you here. We've got God of War, Jax and Daxter, not Dexter. We've got Splinter Cell, Two Worlds. This is an RPG style, I believe, as well. BioShock. I've got most of these. Assassin's Creed, the original. Conan. I don't know if I have that one or not. Staying on that theme there, a steelbook of Turning Point, Fall of Liberty. It's kind of cool. Oblivion. This is a Game of the Year edition, something like that. I think it's got all the all the expansions: Knights of the Nine and Shivering Isles. Fable 2. Dark Messiah. This is Might and Magic, another RPG. Fallout 3. So this person definitely was into RPGs. Overlord 2, right there, behind it, and then this is Overlord 1. UFC, I don't know how this got in the collection, but whatever. Dead Rising, it's the greatest platinum hits. Knights of Fire. Kingdom Under Fire, Circle of Doom. I think I've had this one before. I think I picked it up last year sometime. So, Shadowrun, another RPG. This is the Indiana Jones Kung Fu Panda Dual Pack Lego game. And then Halo 1 Platinum Hits. Platinum Hits, yes. Alright, those are all the games. Now we're getting into the cool thing. Okay, the cool thing. This D.Va, huge statue from Overwatch. One of my favorite characters from Overwatch. I always wanted this. This was an exclusive limited edition from GameStop originally. This doesn't have the box, and by the way, it's super heavy, so gotta set it down. It weighs probably 60 pounds or more, and it's really awkward. It does come apart in 3 different parts, which is kind of nice to be able to, like, you know, pack it around. But yeah, it's a limited edition from GameStop. Originally, I think it retailed at about $500, something like that. If you look them up on eBay now, with box, they're over $1,000. We didn't pay that much for this one. It doesn't have a box, but still, I love these kind of things. I'm kind of getting into them. I really want cool, unique pieces to add to, you know, the collection of, you know, on the shelves, and, you know, kind of accent the different games that I've got and such. So, super excited to have that. I'll show some close-up pictures of what that looks like. Alright, well, there you have it. Bunch of games over the last couple of months. Big statues, different quirky things that I've managed to pick up over the time. But anyways, let me know what you think. Post in the comments below if you have any experience with any of these games, or want to say, hey, you should play the game or do a review for it. Of course, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you like content like this, game hunting videos, reviews, tips and tricks, make sure to subscribe to the channel. It really helps out, trying to grow. And I do one of these videos usually about once every week or two. Promise, you know, the hiatus recently. Sorry about that. But anyways, with that being said, you can also follow my social media platforms listed down below: Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. I do stream occasionally on the weekends, so keep an eye out for me there. And until then, be excellent to each other, keep on gaming, and we'll see you guys next time.